Alright, hey guys, here we are, back for hole number 9. So I mentioned I was going to do a hook slice here. So the only key here is you got to hit the fairway. That's the most important thing. And the ball that you should play is probably dependent upon the wind. You can actually see we got the low end of the wind, so I may be able to pull a Titan even with a Thor's hammer. However, with a small wind like this, as you can see, it's probably 16.0. I think 13.6 is the bare minimum, if I remember. So you can see opponent going with a berserker, and also looks like it's going pretty well. It's the first opponent that I've played. I think my opponent the last time went into the rough, so do keep in mind with a larger wind, it's not going to land quite like that. It will change kind of the situation substantially. Now, what I'm going to try to do is something, maybe, I'm thinking dead ball-ish. Keep that wind low, but also give me the power to reach it into the fairway. And we're going to try to crank this top spin up. And I'm thinking in terms of ring adjustment, somewhere around here. Oh wow, it looks like my wind's actually, so what I'm going to do is maybe one full stack and that's it, kind of right in here. I'm actually a little bit hesitant. I'm thinking this may not be enough, so you may need an earth ball, but let's just see. Yep, so sure enough, you can see how close it is. However, since we went power 4, and we miscued. We did one full stack there. We were playing off the left of our bullseye. Our wind play was pretty good. With a earth ball, if I had one, it would have been enough to get into the fairway and would have been up where my opponent is. However, you're going to see that, even with that miscue, I'm going to be up there far enough with the top spin that we're not going to take ourselves out of this hole. Do keep in mind that trick that I talked about. We're going to be moving to higher ground. It's almost going to come in hot every time because you move the target to higher ground and the ball lands farther than it's supposed to. However, whatever my opponent was trying to do was not able to pull it off too well. Maybe he was trying to factor that in and basically overcorrected, because there's no way that you should realistically be missing short there. But as I mentioned, there's we're going to be able to get this up here. Thinking maybe just go into power, maybe with about one top spin or so. This will probably lead to the most controlled version of this shot, somewhere around 0 to 1 top spin, and just go full bore here. So if I can land up here, it's 5, 10 rings, 11, 12. I'm trying to protect against going into the sand, so you'll see that I'm kind of over adjusting. And it still clips the rough. However, you'll see that we'll still get our eagle, from this fringe. We'll be able to play the green. It'll be a very easy pitch. And what I want to avoid is it coming in too hot and going into the back rough. So I'd rather be where I am than where my opponent is. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go for this because I don't want to qualify, but I will line this up for you guys. Just in case you do get towards the front of the fringe, I do at least want to talk about this shot. So it is uphill, and keep in mind that we're going to higher ground. There's max club. So what I would do is I would play, so there's half club, here's quarter club, and I would set up very close to quarter. So quarter-ish club with a lot of topspin, and then just play the break. So what you'll see is this creates a lot of error. So even if I great ball, for instance, it should come down into the cup. So with that in mind, we won't have to play very many rings. and you know, we should be able to do it. So that's what I would recommend. Good luck with your rounds, guys. Let me know how it goes. Hopefully you guys found these guides helpful. And, you know, I'm going to do the best that I can to get you guys some expert, rookie, and pro, but it just might take some time. So good luck out there with your rounds, and take care, and be on the lookout for future guides.